Hello everyone, this is Kivox. In this video, I will walk you through everything that you need to know about my latest build, that is Magicka Sorcerer PvE DPS build, especially made for solo and for the dungeon content in Elder Scrolls Online in the Firesong patch. And I hope you find this video helpful and give thumbs up, subscribe, and comment below what you think about it. Any suggestion, everything is welcome. Fix me if I'm wrong at some point. And if you are ready, we will go into the video. Our first up is that the character stats. If we go, we do have 64 into Magicka to get more damage with the Thief Manda Stone, and as you can see, we have 70% spell crit and 7200. 74 spell penetration with 36.7k max magic, 1.3k mag recovery, 18k health, and 12k stamina. The health is enough. You can go and do some other ways as well. You can just use the blue food, dual stat food, and just get max health, max Magicka instead of the Ghastly, because that's what I'm having right now. As you can see, just right here we do have Ghastly, but you can just go straight max health, max Magicka food. And if we go, we just reached 23.8k health. This is mad. And we have 37k maximum Magicka with 730 magic recovery, which should be enough. And the spell damage is also nice as well, so it is completely up to you what to do. And we are, as a race, is high elf as well, and we have a max Magicka, some sustain, and the weapon and spell damage from high elf too. About the item sets, we will go. On our front bar, we have Inferno Staff of the Mother Sorrow. It is precise with the flame glyph on it to get more burning procs. And the Mother Sorrow just gives you Magicka, and the rest of them is completely crit chance, and that way you gonna reach crazy amount of crit numbers. Like all of them, most of the time you're gonna hit just like yellow, 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 and that's it. So the front bar is Inferno Staff of the Mother Sorrow, the back bar is VMA Perfected Inferno Staff with infused and berserking glyph on it to get more weapon spell damage. You get penetration, and it will increase the damage of your blockade by 1250. And we have two jewelry. Both of them is Mother Sorrow, both of them arcane, and it is better to have the arcane kind of thing. And the One Bloodthirsty, which is the mythic that we do use, but there's some alternates as well that I will come into it. So two jewels of the Mother Sorrow. So we have 4 pieces of Mother Sorrow and 1 piece of leg that is Divines with max Magicka from Mother Sorrow as well, to complete the 5-piece bonus on our front bar. And on the back bar, we will obviously gonna have it 3-piece, like 1 leg, 2 jewels. And all of them is the spell damage, 2 arcane, 1 Bloodthirsty. This is the pale order. I suggest you to do it if you are running solo content like Wattage Run, or if you are just questing, etc., or like a Milestone Arena, as you can find it in the description down below. And on the top right corner of the screen, through the cards, you can click it to watch the showcase of the Magicka Sorcerer build, how it performs in some places with that setup, etc. And we have 1 piece Slime Crow. It is light armor, divines, and maximum magic glyph on it as well. And the other 5 piece is, you may probably gonna be familiar, is the False God. The damage from it is still insane. It is giving you too much damage, crit chance, 5% damage done to PvE content. and crit chance again, and then weapon spell damage, and when you kill enemy, you're gonna get 2.4k Magicka, you get speed to buy 30%, and it will reduce the cost of your Magicka abilities by 8%. It is working like a Breton passive, basically. So we have chest of the false god divines with max magic. We have the shoulder, again divines. We have the waist. We have the gloves, again divines, and all of them is a light, obviously. And we have the feet is also divines, and with the maximum Magicka glyph on it. So this is basically the setup, but there's some alternates that I'm not sure if I have it on the character right now. There's a mess going on, literally. Yeah, there's a mess going on. There's some alternates that you can run. I will show you through the antiquities, okay? And if we go, you can use kilt. It is one of the things that you can do. Replace the leg and use the Mother Sword of ring, one more ring, and just put the leg instead of Mother Sword of, and you are ready to go. And another one, again, you can replace the leg again, hand, I'm sorry, and then just put the ring. Then you can use the Thracian Stranglers, mythic. It is light armor with max magic. You're gonna get like 1200, if I'm not wrong. You're gonna get above 1000 weapon and spell damage, and it is just insane DPS. Like, if you are in a group, if you are playing something with your friends, etc., trying to proc like Unchained or something like that, which I'm gonna also have a separate build, completely different than that. It is complete different build with anything that you saw in my channel. I'm working on this right now, and you can just use the testing. And the new setup for the Unchained that I'm working on is gonna have the Thracian Stranglers gloves, by the way. So just so you know, it is just pure power. The skills I would like to go. The front bar, the inner light, we have for the passives and spell crit as well, and max Magicka. It is good. You can replace it with some other stuff, like there's a lot of things that you can actually replace it with. This is completely up to you what to do with the inner light. You can even throw Camo Hunter there and get a crit damage from it as well. So this is another flex spot. So this is up to you what to do. Whatever you are lacking, you can replace inner light with anything else. The second skill is our execute Mage Rat. It is just doing too much damage when the enemy below 20%, and you can just put this execute before the enemy goes into the execute as well. Just put this skill at 30% and it will explode in 4 seconds if they drop below 20%, and this is just insane damage. The third skill is a Haunting Curse. It deals 11.1k magic damage and 5k magic damage to all other enemies after 3.5 seconds, and then it will still stick to the enemy and it will again deal the same damage after 8.5 seconds, and you can just have one up at a time. And the Crystal Frag, you can see 9.1k magic damage as well, and after it says basically your next non-ultimate ability cast within 3 seconds costs 10% less, so it is kinda good to have. And if you put this on your bar and when you cast an ability, you have 33% chance to just buff the Crystal Frag, and the next one will just put it instantly, just straight will send the Crystal Fragment to the enemy and deal 66% more damage and cost 50% less Magicka. Amazing, is it? And our spam wall. We have Force Pulse. It is just a flame, frost and shock damage, so you can also get the chilled, burning and concussion procs as well, as far as I know. Correct me if I'm wrong. And then it will deal AoE damage as well up to 2 people if they got affected with any statue effect, and they will like chain reaction basically in between. The shooting star is just from Mage's Guild. You deal 15k flame damage and then stun them for 2 seconds, and then after the impact, basically shooting star will just stand on the ground as an AoE, and then it will keep dealing damage by 4.3k flame damage for 13 seconds, and you just get 12 ultimate for each enemy hit. This is mad. And we have Hardened Ward. It is also flex as well. You can even use Lightning Flute in here, or some other skill, like literally anything that you may see. We don't have the Trap Beast, so you can just use the Trap Beast in here, because you actually don't need too much shield or some kind of stuff, okay? Like, you gonna barely use the shield anyways, so just throw the Trap Beast Barber Trap here. It's not morphed yet, or like channeled acceleration from the Psijic as well. You can also do it too. It is gonna be good. So you get a 10% crit damage, which you need. And then we have Unstable Wall of Fire to proc the VMA perfected stuff, and this is AoE, and you can literally spam it. And we do have Crit Surge. You get weapon and spell damage 20% for 33 seconds. And while it is up, when you deal crit damage, you're gonna get 3.3k health every 1 second, as long as you have some crit damage going on around. And we have Boundless Storm. It is gonna deal 1722 shock damage every 2 seconds for 30 seconds, and you are gonna get 6000 physical and spell resistances, and you're gonna get Major Expedition after you use the skill as well for 4 seconds. Not that long, but it is still fine. And also, considering that you have False God already, you're gonna, yeah, you should have a very good uptime on the Major Expedition anyways. The last skill is the Scalding Rune. It takes 2 seconds to arm, and then it will last for 24 seconds. It is very good damage. It's very powerful, and when it triggers, the rune blasts to all enemies in the target area, which is 3 meters, and it will deal 8245 flame damage and additional damage over time, that is a flame 11.6k over 26 seconds. This is also good. And our ultimate on the back bar is a Fury Rage. It is just a Distraction ultimate, literally nothing to exactly explain. But another thing that I like to use the Shooting Star still, so there is kind of flex spot-ish in this one. You can go Flawless Sunbreaker either on the front or the back. You can just get more damage from the Fighter's Guild that way. Like, if we do it that way, if you throw the Flawless Sunbreaker, you are just gonna get a little bit more damage from the passives right here, from the Slayer passive. And that way you can also use the ultimate and just throw the Shooting Star on the back bar or Destro ulti, whichever that you think is better for you the most, according to the situation. About the champion points, if we go into green, there's nothing that I will highly suggest. Just use something like Rationer, Liquid Efficiency, Steed's Blessing, Professional Upkeep. The green is not that important. Just do whatever you like in here. On the blue one, we have Deadly Aim. It increases your single target attacks by 6%. AoE attacks 6% damage done again by Biting Aura. And 6% damage done for your direct damage attacks. And Thaumaturge damage over time to buff your Scalding Rune, and some damage over times as well, like Force Pulse procs or some kind of stuff. There's a flex spot that you can actually remove Biting Aura, and then you just go in here and use the exploiter. You get 10% damage when the enemy is off balance. So you kinda, again, depends on what kind of group that you are running. If people is, or yourself even, if you're doing the enemy is off balance, which you exactly can't do it with this setup, so you need someone else to do it for you, you can actually run exploiter instead of biting aura in here. And on the red one, we have Boundless Vitality 1.4k max out. We have Fortified 1731 armor. And in here we have Pain's Refuge, reduce your damage taken by 2% for every 2 negative effects, with a cap of 20%. And then in here we have Celerity, increase your movement speed by 10%. This is just mad. Like, you realize it more when you are in some kind of a content that you are actually, like, everyone goes through the door, and then when you start to run you just pass everyone and everyone is behind you literally. So celerity is just mad, and you don't need recovery or something like that. Your recovery should be very much fine with that setup. You don't need anything at all. So this is the setup. About the rotation, like, as long as you just keep everything up, you can see, like, as I said, you should watch the Mildstorm showcase actually to see how the setup performs in solo content, the dungeon stuff, etc. You should watch the showcase of this build. The links is down below, and see how I'm doing, etc. This is with my commentary that is actually guiding, telling this skill you should run, this, that, blah blah, etc. So you can find it very helpful and useful for you to play with the class and build itself as well. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Give thumbs up, subscribe, and see you all in the next video. Join our family and join the channel as a member to get more benefits from the perks as well. And join our Discord too. The link is just straight in the description down below. And you can just completely reach me 24/7. It is way faster than anything else. So, and it will be a little bit more warm environment for us to talk, etc. So, because there's a lot of people that plays the same game with a lot of passion, etc. And just join our family in the Discord as well. So see you guys on the next video. Take care of yourself. Until next time.